Hey there, I'm Sarah, head magic maker and founder here at the Sisters Enchanted, where it's our mission to make magic mainstream, help women all over the world conjure joy in their lives, and sprinkle enchantment throughout their everyday. And this video, I am talking to you about 3 reasons why I love Mercury Retrograde. So Mercury Retrograde gets a really bad rap. It's like all the memes are made of it. Even though every planet goes retrograde, it's the one that we really focus on. And the reason that it's talked about so much is because it goes retrograde several times a year for short periods of time, and it rules communication and the mind and your thoughts as well. So when Mercury goes retrograde, in this day and age of communication where we are literally communicating all the time, we see the impact of Mercury retrograde greater than I think any other planet really in our day-to-day lives. And we notice it. We notice it in a grand way because we are always communicating. So here's 3 reasons why I love Mercury retrograde and think that this short time period in which it is retrograde is a really great time to do some amazing things in your life. So number 1 reason why I love Mercury retrograde is it gives you a chance to see what you haven't been seeing. So in Mercury retrograde, you might be arguing with your partner, or like your computer falls in the bathtub. Why do you have your computer in the bathtub to begin with? I'm not sure, but it might fall in the bathtub, or your car breaks down, or like just everything goes crazy. Everything that could break breaks. Nobody gets along. Every deadline is missed. Your plane flights are screwed up. Like all this stuff happens. But what it allows you to see in that opportunity is what you haven't been seeing. Typically, whatever starts to go wrong for you, that issue has been bubbling and boiling and bubbling and boiling, and you haven't stopped to deal with it. You haven't stopped to see that this problem is existing. And when all of this chaos reigns, it's forcing you to confront the problem and see what you haven't been seeing. So when you get in all these arguments, it's forcing you to see like, oh no, this has been an issue and we need to deal with it. When your tech breaks, like, oh no, I haven't been spending enough time away from my tech. Or I shouldn't be spending so much time focusing on he said, she said, who said what on social media. So my phone breaks. So you're being forced to see what you haven't been seeing. Or like maybe your flights are delayed, your travel plans are all messed up. And there's a reason for it. You need to slow down perhaps. And I think that with Mercury retrograde, it's really an opportunity to acknowledge these things and say, whoa, there's something I need to learn here. And I haven't been learning it. And now all this communication and this thought energy that Mercury brings to the table is forcing me to see it. And when we get angry and we get upset and we get frustrated, we don't learn from that moment. And we leave Mercury retrograde with the same damn lesson to be repeated in the next Mercury retrograde because we didn't learn it last time. So when stuff starts to go crazy during Mercury retrograde, take pause and notice it. The second reason that I love Mercury retrograde is because it gives you a chance to clear this stuff out. So if you find that you're spending way too much time on technology, you're not being present in the moment, and all of your technology starts to go haywire and it starts to break, this is your chance to take pause and see like, oh my gosh, I didn't have a cell phone for an entire day because mine broke and I had to wait at the store and blah, 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 blah. But it allows us to clear that energy out and say like, okay, this happened, but what did I do instead of being on my phone all day? I was able to do X, Y, and Z. And so what I'm going to do is schedule in tech-free time going forward. Maybe you got in like the biggest blowout with your boss ever or something like that. It allows you to clear out the stuff that caused that to begin with. So we see what we haven't been seeing, but then we're able to clear that stuff out, to move through it and make space for something more amazing to happen on the other side. The challenge is for you to actually see it though and clear it out. The third reason that I love Mercury retrograde is because it allows us to change our perspective. So this really ties in with the last 2 things that we talked about. Much like the Hanged Man, occasionally we have to turn our world upside down to see something in a new light that helps us move forward. And when we don't do that, that's when all this stuff piles up and keeps coming at us, retrograde after retrograde after retrograde. So we need to change our perspective here. So Mercury in retrograde gives us that pause that we need to have to change that perspective and see, like, where are my thoughts not allowing me to have an amazing life because I'm killing my mojo every single day. And what's amazing with Mercury retrograde is that the sign that it's in when it goes retrograde is really going to bring a different impact to you. So right now, Mercury's in retrograde as I'm making this video, but whenever you watch this now or in the future, and if Mercury is retrograde, take a look at what sign it was in when it went retrograde. What sign is it in right now? And then look at where that sign is in your chart and what's in that sign in your birth chart. And that's the area of your life that you can really look at during this retrograde and grow the most from. So if Mercury is retrograde in Sagittarius, what is in Sagittarius on your birth chart? What house, what planets, what's going on there? And that's the area for you to focus on. For me personally, right now, as of the making of this video, Mercury is retrograde in Pisces. That's my 10th house, which is foundations, it's career, and my midheaven is there. So that's kind of some stuff that I could look at and expect to see maybe some residual nonsense with this retrograde period. So whenever you're watching this, whatever sign Mercury has gone retrograde in, look for that sign on your birth chart, see what's in that sign, and use that sort of as a catalyst to say, what can I work on during this Mercury retrograde? What can I see that I haven't been seeing? What can I clear out? And what can I change my perspective of? What can I create a new perception around so that I get the best out of this retrograde and come out of it ready to hit life out of the park rather than needing to take a freaking nap because Mercury really got the best of you. So I hope that you have a new love for Mercury retrograde and that, you make the best of it because it's really a great opportunity for some growth and some magic making. All right, until the next time, I'm Sarah of the Sisters Enchanted. If you like this video, be sure to follow us on our page, subscribe to us on YouTube so that you don't miss any of the videos in the future. And until next time, have a magical rest of your day.